Hey everybody, welcome back to my non-alcoholic beer and gin review series. Today is day 32, or February the 1st. So originally this was my New Year's resolution, not to drink anything for the entire month of January, and instead we were going to try a different non-alcoholic beer or gin each day. And I accomplished that. I didn't drink anything for January. We tried a whole bunch of beers and gins. Only problem is I still have a whole bunch of non-alcoholic beers left, so I thought, hey, why not just keep things rolling along? So we're going to do dry February now as well. I think we've got enough beers to just about make it to the end of the month. I might have to pick up a couple more. But for now, we are going to be tasting the LagaBiere NEIPA. So depending who you talk to, that either stands for Northeast IPA or New England IPA. It's a style that seems to be very prevalent in Quebec because most of the beers that are in this style come from Quebec. Tends to be a fruit-forward, hazy IPA. Most of them we've tried so far have been fairly low in the terms of the hops and bitterness scale. This particular one didn't have any IBU or type of hops or anything like that on it. It's 70 calories for the 473 ml can. And ingredients, we have water, barley malt, wheat malt, oats, hops, and yeast. And that's pretty much all the info on it. Looks like they are out of Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu. Again, my wonderful French, in Quebec. So let's give this one a bit of a shot. Wow. So very pale color, very, very vigorous carbonation, large bubbles. You can see how quickly that large head is breaking apart and dissipating. Color-wise, yeah, like I said, it's almost like a lemon yellow color, quite pale, very hazy. Okay, let's go ahead and give that one a little bit of a taste. We got some extra in the can, of course. So I'll pour a little for nosing, or not taste. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and give this one a little nosing. Ooh. Lots of pine, like resinous, hoppy, some citrus for sure, lemon, bit of orange, and a little hint of tropical fruit. Yeah, I get even more of the hops in from the can. A little more fruit, a little more pineapple on the nose in the can. Quite nice. I like a really piney, hoppy nose, so that's cool. Let's go in for the taste. Cheers. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah, so quite a bit of hops right up in the front, that piney, resinous sort of hops. Some good fruit. Pineapple, grapefruit. The mouthfeel, though, is extremely thin, like probably one of the thinnest we've tasted. And as we noted earlier, the head was like just fluffy, that went plump. So that's interesting. There isn't a lot of maltiness to it at all. It's another one of those ones that if it wasn't for the hops, it would be almost like a fruity carbonated beverage. It does have very high level of carbonation for sure. It's got a nice bit of hops in the finish. So there's something about it though, that thin mouthfeel that just doesn't make it seem as much like a beer. And the lack of maltiness. Yeah, it's just really lacking in mouthfeel to make it really, really good. Like I could use a little bit of something to make it more creamy, more full in the mouth. And I don't know how they do that. If it's the one that was really had the best mouthfeel had some lactic acid and phosphoric acid or something in it. I don't know if that did it. It had a little bit of maltodextrin, although that can leave a bit of a funny taste too. Yeah, so the two things that are going to take away from this beer's score, otherwise it would have scored very well, is the level of carbonation. It just hits your mouth and just explodes in like a fuzz, which does release a lot of the hop notes, I think, and then just the mouthfeel. It's just way too thin. That being said, it's a nice combination of fruit forward but a hoppy bitterness. Love some malt in there, but it's not. I'm going to give that an 8.6 out of 10, which is a pretty decent score as far as our series has gone so far. So that's this one for today, and be sure to come back and join us again tomorrow for day 33.